Maverick 100.9, Aggie Land's country alternative. It's Corliss here with Josh Ward in a much overdue check-in with Josh Ward. How are you?
I'm doing good, Corliss. How you been?
I have been wonderful. You know, I actually was able to make it out to your show at Coke Fest this year. It was phenomenal. I was so excited to see you, so I got to check that off the list, you know?
Yes, ma'am. Coke Fest was awesome, man. They're always good to us.
It was an absolute blast. It was kind of different being a part of a different radio station's event, and I'm absolutely hooked. I will probably go back every single year now.
Right.
Well, other than that, I guess you've been busy cranking out music. And the one that you are debuting on us today is Dancing with the Devil. Tell me a little bit about Dancing with the Devil.
Dancing with the Devil, that's the song that Wyatt McCubbin and Carson Chamberlain and I wrote. Made a trip up to Nashville to write a few songs. And we just kind of sat down in the room and started talking topics. And, you know, Dancing with the Devil, that's one of those that could be, you know, having a good time or, dancing with the devil. It could be a lot of things. It could be drinking. It could be partying. It could be, you know, the girl that you're with.
All of our vices all wrapped up into one, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And if people try to lie and say you ain't got no vices, you are a darn liar.
That's right.
Or you're the devil that we're dancing with.
That's it.
So this is a Josh Ward tune then. You did do a lot of the writing on this. That's really exciting. Yes,
ma'am. We got up there and wrote, man, we probably wrote 10 or 15 songs all together that week. I mean, it was a great writing experience with those two. Wyatt and Carson's had a lot of influence on previous records that I've had, and had some number ones with them as well. I mean, we've had some really good luck, and you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh, I agree 100%. And you are typically one of those artists that, even though every song sounds new, it sounds different, but it is undeniably Josh Ward. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, we're not trying to recreate the wheel. You know, it's country. It's fast paced. Dancing, and then we slide our ballads in there, you know, our heartbreak songs, and just trying to keep it me, you know, staying true to what I do. Don't
gotta dress it up with any glitter, do ya?
That's it. It's like putting lipstick on a pig if you do.
That cracks me up. I am so excited to finally let everybody have this brand new Josh Ward single. He's going to hang out here with me a little bit longer, but we're going to debut Dancing with the Devil right now on Maverick 100.9. Due to copyright, Brian Broadcasting is not licensed to air this single for you in podcast form, but it is available on all streaming and downloading platforms, and today's interview continues now. Maverick 100.9, Aggie Land's country alternative. You just heard the latest from Josh Ward in Dancing with the Devil. Josh Ward is on with me now, and as we were talking earlier, you said that you went on a writing session that Dancing with the Devil came out of, but a lot was written in that time. So could we be looking at maybe a full album, or are you just going to keep releasing as you go throughout the year?
We're going to put a full-length record out for sure, but, you know, like we're doing now, we're releasing as we go along. We had Loving Where It's Going. That was one of the songs that was written that week up there. And it was a great song, man. I mean, you know, like I said, I really enjoy writing with those cats up there, and I definitely would like to you know, continue that writing with them, because I mean, we've had such good luck. It's good chemistry to write up there together. You know, the Dancing with the Devil, that was you know, kind of like the old Travis Tritt song, the Hello Trouble.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I told them. I was like, man, I've always wanted a song like that. And they were like, well, let's write it. You know, it's country. It's right in that vein that, you know, has made my career.
Yeah.
So when we got to writing it, I just knew. I was like, man, here it is. You know, it just those songs that kind of just fall out is the ones that'll get you.
Well, and it's really cool that you have found a group of people that say you do. It's almost like a dream. It's an idea. It's a dream. It's a wish. But you surround yourself with the kind of writers and just the kind of people that can actually bring those things to life and help you make it a reality. And I know a lot of songwriters that have not found their group of people yet. That takes a lot of time.
It does. It's a chemistry, you know. It's and when you find it, you know, those are the guys. That's the Dean Dillon to the George Strait. The
Exactly.
best way that I can describe it. I mean, when you find those core group of writers that you can just gel with, they already know which direction you're going. It makes writing a lot easier.
Well, that would explain all the number one hits.
You know, I'm dang sure proud of them. You know,
You should be. You should be. You deserve it.
We get out and write the best songs and tour around the country as hard and as fast as we can. But, you know, we wouldn't have the number ones without people like you that promote our music, that spin it every day, and obviously the fans that show up and pay their hard-earned money to get through the door to come see country music.
Well, that's what I always say makes Maverick. I get a lot of thank yous a lot, but I always have to explain to people what a unique area College Station and its surrounding area is, and the pure love for Texas and independent country music. It's them. It's them that makes this great. I just listen to them and they celebrate it and they support it. And I think that's really cool about our community, you know?
It is. You know, I've always told everybody that number ones aren't given to you. They're earned.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's earned with building that fan base that just falls in love with your music. It lives throughout your music every single day. I mean, I've had folks that have called me up or messaged me and said, you know, I played this song at my wedding.
Yeah.
Or this song got me through a tough time. I mean, that's where you earn them right there. It's just writing songs that have good content that, you know, that's going to live out through other people's lives. I mean, as writers, that's one of the biggest compliments that you can ever get was your song touched me in a way that changed my life. So
that gives me chills. Well, and that's from somebody who has lived her life through music. I've got a roommate right now that's a touring musician, and she said something to me the other night. She goes, "My goodness, you're like a musician." Because I listen to it the same way and I hear it the same way, and I always have the same goals for it, but I have zero talent. And it's fun. It's funny how that works, but I think when people reach out to you like that, you kind of see how other people live their life through music. It really is that important, and it shouldn't be downplayed.
No, it's, you know, music is a big part in people's lives. I mean, and as writers and a performer, I mean, it took me a long time to realize that, dang, we really do make an impact in folks' lives. You know, the people that get out and work their butts off every day, and they long to see those shows, or they're waiting on that next record to come out or the next single. I mean, it's amazing how the connection is there. And, you know, when I go into the studio or a writing room, that's the first thing that I think about. I mean, yes, we write because that's what we do.
Yeah.
But I take everybody that's going to hear this record into consideration of, man, I want to be that guy that moves people with my music. And so far, I think we've done a pretty good job of it.
I would agree with that statement. Well, it's just been wonderful kind of getting inside your brain today. I don't think we've ever really discussed your songwriting process on here, and it really brings me joy to know, you know, I know how much I love your music, and I know how much the people here in Aggie Land love your music, but it's very meaningful to hear that you're also thinking about us too when you're writing it, you know?
Absolutely. Y'all are the ones that make it happen, you know? That's real big to me. I take my music and the folks that I'm around and you know, pour their heart and soul into my craft, man, I put them first for sure.
That's amazing. Well, Josh, you know, before I let you go, I just kind of want to know, what does 2022 look like for you? I assume still staying on the road, staying busy?
Oh yeah, as long as the gas prices will let us do it, we'll stay out there as long as we can. Got a very extensive tour schedule coming up. Matter of fact, I get on the bus tonight at midnight, and we're headed up to Nebraska.
Oh,
so we're making the rounds this weekend, and you know, just it's always good to come back home to Texas. But we've been staying out of state a whole lot and trying to build a market up there for us. But
I saw that. My mom is actually heading to your show in Wichita, Kansas.
Nice.
Yeah, she's a big fan, and you know, that's going to be a lot of T-shirts you need to sell to pay for that gas.
That's it. That is it.
So if y'all could get out and support Josh Ward or any independent country artist, I always tell people this, these independent artists pay to make music for you. They pay for it. Nobody's paying them for it. So
that's it.
If you love the music, you gotta support them, not just on the radio by listening here, but getting out to the shows and doing whatever you can. And like I said, I just caught Josh Ward a few months ago, and it was a heart-stopping show, a heart-stopping band. I got to give you a super A+ on your band. They rock.
Well, I'm super proud of my guys. I mean, my whole crew. You know, I mean, it's the boys in the band that puts the music on, but it's the crew behind them that get them on stage and get them off stage. And I always give my guys in my band and my crew big props, because without them, I wouldn't be able to do it by myself for sure.
Right. I mean, it works as a whole, and you can tell it is wonderful. So make sure you follow Josh Ward, follow his tour dates, and follow the new music. You can now get Dancing with the Devil, which you're going to start hearing right here on Maverick. And Josh Ward, thank you so much for the check-in today on Maverick.
You're welcome. I appreciate all your help, man, and we'll keep giving y'all some music.